Welcome back everybody to the next episode of Inscryption. So we've finally beaten all the scribes and we've written up all the tombstones. So now I'm wondering what's going to happen next. Are we going to take over and become one of the scribes ourselves? Really had no idea, so I'll stay quiet and let everybody enjoy the story for this next part. You done gawking, we can start. So look, after that cutscene, I genuinely thought that was the end of the game. I thought, hey look, that's it, what an awesome climax, it's gonna be some kind of cool cutscene. And then here we are in another like 3D world kind of version of Inscryption. Totally crazy. We're off to perform the Great Transcendence. Um, this is another area where I did a lot of running around. Loads and loads and loads of it. Um, and I was thinking about how to actually share this all with you. So I figured we'll show the first battle here and you can just get the idea of, this is what the way the card game is. It's effectively just the same as the card game in the last open world or the first game, except there's 5 lanes now. Lots of different cards, but they're in this new sort of 3D format with some different abilities. But what I'll do is show you the first battle, and then I'll skip to a couple of the different secrets that I found in the game, and then we'll show you the battle against all the Uber bots for each of the robot masters. And I think that'll make it probably about the most entertaining as possible, rather than just seeing me run around in circles over and over again, because I did a lot of that this playthrough. I think I was a bit sick. I was up late playing it, and it doesn't make that great a viewing. But if you would have preferred to see everything, let me know in the comments. I can maybe do a secret side hustle episode that's like 15 hours long, but I don't think you want to see that. You probably just want to see the good bits. So here we go, the first battle. Right, so coming up next after this is the first secret. So it's that key that we got back when we found the Bone Lord, and I ran around for 4 hours trying to work out what to do with that big blue 3D key. Well, now it makes a little bit more sense that this weird 3D world is where we would make use of that key. So here we go. When we go into here, the big blue 3D key finally gets its use. But I didn't really know what to do in here. I've meditated deeply on the old data. I will impart my insights, but you mustn't record them.
What the fuck, man?
That is everything I know. Even PO3 is losing his shit. So yeah, so that was it, right? I really didn't know what anything like this was about. I hear it's to do with the sort of outside of the game. Like there's like secrets you can find, edit files and do stuff with. I never did any of that with my playthrough, although I definitely found some of the codes and stuff, but that was all I had to do with the Bone Lord key. So this next piece I decided to kind of show is the other key. This is the mycologist key that I was talking about on the last episode. So once again, we use the key, we get into the mycologist's area, and oh geez, like I'll show you this a couple of times because I didn't know what the heck this was. I think this is the hardest boss battle in the game. So here I'm going, I was like, okay, just like any ordinary battle. I was like, whoa. So the gimmick here is the cards push together and form into new cards. The main problem I have with this is how insanely strong he is. Like, look at the damage he has on the board already. Like, at this point of the game, when I first came across this guy, had absolutely no chance. Like, absolutely nothing I could do with my deck had any hope of being able to beat this. I lay down all the bombs, and I think, okay, that'll do the trick, maybe. But no, even when you clear out the entire board like this, and everything dies, these two 1/1s come in and still beat you. Super wrecked. Back to the waypoint. So I tried this again. I thought, oh, you know what? Maybe I just got unlucky. Maybe there's another strategy, something I can do. So I go back to it and think, all right, let's fight it again. And there's just nothing I can draw that's going to change the way this works. Right now I simply don't have the cards or the strength to be able to deal with this. Like, this is what's going to happen every single time. I see I try and click on his cards, maybe there's some gimmick to it, maybe I can destroy his cards or something. But yeah, this is just murder, super murder. And you know me, because not to let a boss beat me at the first try or second try. Here I go again. I don't know what I was expecting at this point. I thought maybe I could draw my Ouroboros card and somehow play it, because you see, I managed to get the Ouroboros card again after doing a little bit of running around, and I think I got out the Cuckoo Clock. And it's extremely strong, but this guy just beats you so quick, right? There's absolutely no way to be able to stop this. And there's nothing I can do to protect myself against what's going to come out from the other side there. So, yeah. Numbers like go very well. Exactly the same thing I tried a minute ago. Maybe something different will happen. Nope. It is just, that's the pattern, right? So I thought, okay, I'm gonna go, I'll come back to this. I accept defeat in this instance. Well, actually, no, I give it one more go. I think I'd try using the energy canister now to create more creatures, but the same thing just happens here again. So I actually go around, level up loads of my cards, get some more upgrades. The key thing that actually I end up getting here that is what makes a difference is the nano armor. So nano armor is in a shop that you get later. It costs like only $26, but it allows you to keep all the cards on your side safe for a round, which is a big game changer really. It allows you to lay the bomb and then it basically wipes the field twice. So let's sort of skip through here. Here I am. I come back now after finally upgrading my deck and getting the nano armor, and I'm ready for round 2. So now enjoy the full fight here. So you can see this went way better this time. And then he merges my 2 cards together, and I get this double striking 100 damage Death Touch card, which is just absolutely insane. Like, absolutely super insane. And you can see, because it hits him directly for like 200 damage, I get so much money. And actually, I run around beating battles like this, and I end up with thousands and thousands of the dollars, which is really, really, really insane, because then I can make millions of upgrades, and my deck ends up being super, super strong. And once again, see that code up there above that card? I think this is something to do with the like super game that's going on outside of the game. And I think there's people that end up using all these codes to find some secret cutscene. And it's not even in the game itself. It's pretty cool, but once again, just not something I did. So we're going to leave it there for this episode today. We have shown off quite a few of the secrets that I found running around that were like the secret battles. And then from next episode, we are going to go on and I'll show you the battle against all the Uber bots. There's the deck I used to fight this, and now I get to keep that crazy card, which is like absolutely insane. Doesn't even fit on the card there, but pretty cool. So, all right, everybody, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you for the next episode.